Hello everyone, my name is Xiang Hongyu. Today, our Group 1 will be discussing currency stability and investment opportunities in Thailand and the US. These are the members of our group. Okay, now let the first student give the speech.
Hello everyone. Let me forward our project. The start aims to explaining the correlation between the TBH100 index in Thailand and the US dollar exchange rate. The TBH100 index serves as the benchmark for Thailand's core stock market, reflecting the local industrial prosperity and foreign investment preferences. The US dollar exchange rate acts as a pyramid for cross-border capital flows. The interplay between the two is of critical importance to investors. The research will utilize quarterly data for 2016 to 2021, employing statistical indicators and graphical visualization to conduct an analysis from four aspects: volatility, trade, correlation, and risk. The core objective is to understand the fundamental characteristic change patterns and the interrelationship between the two, providing a reference from cross-border investments in asset allocation and exchange rate hedging. Or next.
From an economic perspective, Thailand is a highly export-oriented economy. Manufacturing exports and tourism are the main sources of foreign exchange. As a result, the Thai baht is very sensitive to global trade conditions and changes in tourist arrivals. When export earnings or tourism income decline, foreign exchange inflows fall, putting depreciation pressure on the baht. In addition, Thailand's manufacturing sector relies heavily on foreign direct investment. Increased capital inflows raise demand for the baht and help support the exchange rate, while higher global uncertainty often leads to capital outflows and greater exchange rate volatility. From a cultural perspective, Thai society values stability and harmony. This influences government economic management, leading to cautious and gradual fiscal and monetary policies. Such an approach helps maintain exchange rate stability but may limit the ability to respond quickly in the short term.
Next, I will explain the specific production process of our Power BI. First, we need to input the data of two countries into the right data section, just like in the current picture. Then, we can select the desired table format. For example, this bar chart, we should put the date on the x-axis and sum of TBH100 and sum of value USD on the y-axis. Through this method, we can visually observe the correlation between the two sets of data. To make the data more structured, I have dragged year and quarter into the legend or detail section. Finally, I utilize the date hierarchy feature of Power BI. By clicking on the bus, we can drill down from the year level to the quarter level. which helps us precisely identify which quarter and an abnormal fluctuation.
Our Power BI analyzes the market performance of 100 Thai baht and USD from 2016 to 2021. First, let's look at the core data. The average price of 100 Thai baht is 12.75, while the average price of USD is 4.16. From the trend perspective, the price of USD has remained relatively stable, fluctuating slightly within the range of 4 to 4.5. In contrast, the changes of 100 Thai baht have been more pronounced. It reached a peak in 2020 and then declined somewhat. In terms of trading volume, the total trading volume of 100 Thai baht is far higher than that of USD, indicating that it has a higher level of participation in the market. Overall, this database gives us a clear understanding of the price trends and market activity of these two currencies.
Hello everyone, my name is Kobogo. There is a data analysis of currency states of THB and USD using Power BI. On a range mean of THB, one is approximately 12.35 and about the USD is 4.16. So indicating that both currencies remain relatively stable throughout the simple plots. However, from the perspective of volatility, the difference are quite obvious. So whether it is variation between the maximum and the minimum, whether or compare region of standard deviation, the volatility of USD is significantly greater than that of THB, indicating that the US dollar facing higher exchange window uncertainty. So from the chart plot, it can be seen that there's no completely consequence linear relationship between THB and USD. Their correlation is limited and they are easily influenced by other macro factors. So overall, USD is raster and THB is relatively stable. Therefore, in exchange rate analysis, the focus should not only be on the numerical level, but also on volatility and risk management. Thank you all.
Exchange rate flow linkation analyzed by the strategy 1, 2016 early until to the 2019 later. Flow linkation upward trend during this period. The THB and the USD exchange rate show and overall following upward trend. At the beginning of the 2016, the exchange rate was a relative lower level, about 0.028. In the following 4 years, also there was a periodical pullback in the exchange rate. The general direction was upward by around 2019. The exchange rate reached the higher point of the later stage, close to the 0.033. This upward trend indicates that purchasing power of the Thai baht against the USD dollar was continuous enhanced during this period. Strategy 2, 2020 until to the 2021, the high level, the ending the 2020, the THB and the USD dollar exchange rate no longer continue the sharp upward trend of the previous strategy, but maintain the fluctuation in the relative higher rate. So throughout the 2020 and the 2021, the exchange rate remaining the high level related to the integral stage of the 2060 within the grading up and down, but never feedback to the lower range of the around 0.028 and beginning of the 2060. So that means this high level refine the relative stability of the type H against the USD dollar in this period after the experiencing the provides upward circle.
Now I will talk about the economic background of the US. After the COVID-19, the US economy recovered faster than many other countries. Economic activity stayed relatively strong, supported by domestic damage and a stable job market. At the same time, the US Federal Reserve kept interest rates at the higher level. This made the US assets more attractive to global investors and helped support the US dollar. In addition, the US dollar is seen as a safe currency. When global risks increase, investors often move their money into US dollars. Overall, these factors help keep the US economic and US dollar relatively stable in recent years.